If they find an advantage in the mid bleeds in a jungle, maybe they can defang this Nidalee.
And there is exactly one team where you can see Nidalee Tristana and go, oh, they're winning the mid jungle too.
Looking on top at the moment, but let's see how game number 2 goes as we hop into the rim right now.
Even in the late game, looking at the T1 comp, that's a whole lot of squishies. So I do think, as you mentioned, it's essential that neither Zeka nor Viper falls too far behind. But the amount of CC and wombo combat that's available for Humble Life is going to be quite scary, given that...
under the turret can be rough. I mean, playing melee into range. But yeah, trying to get aggressive is Owner. We saw that, well, Viper pretty good at this pick. A perfect KDA, as now we have an engage down on the bottom side here, thinking about getting in onto the Alistair, but nothing much is going to happen. Still the pressure from the side of Owner, and T1 is mounting.
Actually, a really big interrupt there from Carrier. If that crashdown goes through, might not have an angle as Owner.
Might fight, goes to Owner. He does have that burst. In goes Carrier, gets the flash away. And a bit of damage done to Owner, but he can heal that up on the Nidalee.
I think Humble Life also make the correct call not to try and contest this, given the experience disadvantage they're looking at, as the TP is going to come through here. That's Zeus.
And I think that's fine. You're not going to get dove as a Camille. Smallest doesn't have the damage yet. No, obviously, Gold's still very close. It feels like HLE are kind of just doing what they can on the other side. Now, they are trying to lean towards Zeus. If they bring 4 members, that's when it becomes diveable, and it's down to how Zeus uses those.
They have 3, and there's the stun already. Zeus finally going to get that ult off, and Delight does tank out the turret. That's another turret shot going into Viper, chunking him at half, as Zeus will survive against 3. Can he survive against 4? The other question, as the stun comes in, lines it up for Zeka, and finally, they're able to take out Zeus in the bottom lane. First blood to Amelie Esports.
A big shove going. We'll see. Diving at Cassante is always very, very tough. Can Doran defend here?
Yeah, he's pretty tanky, but there's the unstoppable taken away, and Carrier thinking about going on in.
Down.
He's not level 6 himself just yet, but the stun comes in, and the Ziggs bomb, the all-out, goes in onto Guma as he survives for quite a long period of time. Owner nearly dies, but it is a successful dive at the end of the day.
Looking to contest. Last time, Zeka single-handedly stopped them. This time, T1 going to bring a couple more people into the fray.
Yeah, definitely a different look this time around. Carrier still level 5, kind of awkward for him. He wants to get that engage going. Delight level 6 himself, looking for the Magnet Storm angle. See if he can hit it, as some Ziggs poke does come in, but they will commit to this one. There's the big bomb onto the back line, but now they're trying to go forward. The spike comes in from Peanut. They get the Chemtech Drake. Drake is up next, and Humble Life Esports say, nope, we're done with this fight. We got the Drake, and we are out.
Great. So, who cares about the Dragon? They are going to put the TP in. Maybe the minion wave is a bit too small.
They got another one. And, I mean, they have 3 grubs already. This might just go down.
Demolish as well.
If nobody comes in and stops this.
Look at Delight. He's on his way, but I don't think he's going to be in time.
I mean, maybe his threat will be enough to push them off. They do back away. Meanwhile, Owner's getting more grubs on the map, so he should be able to get some.
And the thing is, really up. That was a zoning ult.
The zoning ult. He's pushing him off the turret so he can take
a point off.
But
no,
he knows
he's going to
get the turret. He wants the turret.
He's going to get it. There you go. Nice timing on the satchel.
There are a lot of good dragons available though, so maybe you don't want T1 to fully stack them. To see what happens, as both Dragon and Herald are going to be up in about 45. Herald already live, but no moves made to take that just yet.
Peanut just backing in front of T1, who will stop that.
That's a locket.
Yeah, Peanut is one of our junglers. I think this is the first one that was always just like, nope, Locket's the jungle item now, and I build it every single game.
Yeah, because a lot of people moved to Maokai, but on Sejuani, they were still going Zeke. He was the first to say, no, it's actually really good on every time.
I think it was Pioshik. Actually, that went it first.
He might have got it first,
which
I've been the main believer.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just, it feels to me like such a... No, this item is better. I'm just going to build it every time. As right now, we do see T1 setting up shop.
Just kind of set up mines, satchels, ways to prevent entries, as it's Ocean Soul that is coming in here for game number 2. Call it from their side from behind, but from ahead, Humble Life Esports, they haven't made any oversteps. You know, they're just sitting back, they have a smolder, and they say, well...
You have Delight running into the Camille and not really enjoying his time, but there's a lot more resources on the way. TPs are available.
Yeah, they're trying to get something here on the top side of the map, but this is kind of half-hearted, as now the Ziggs bomb comes over the top. Zeus looking to take out Delight. He will not be able to. That's a kill, but look at bottom lane. This is really where most of the action is happening in terms of turrets going down. They're going to take the mid-inner, and seconds, then they'll back away, but utilizing that Rift Herald to a nice degree.
Yeah, they didn't take the tower.
Meanwhile, TP's coming in. Viper doesn't exist anymore. He's not dead, but yeah, he needs to back. Meanwhile, this top turret will go down. So at least Homalife did get that, but T1 really trying to exert a lot of map pressure with this comp.
I'm not sure if it was the locker that ended up being the difference maker, but going for the flash Q there is a
Wow.
area.
This is Alistair. I mean, it's going to take a long time to kill him. And can they actually do it? I don't really believe just yet, but now trying to beat the fight. Here comes Camille. That's a miss on the hook shot, trying to predict the pullback, and that's not going to work. Zeka eventually just pulls back himself. Now he's going to flash over the wall. And they get away scot-free, even Blast Cone helping them out.
Zeus caught out again.
Here we go again, and Zeka's really beginning to take over the map with the help of some of his friends. The stun comes in, and that is the combo of Yone and Sejuani, and they are just abusing those side lanes right now. As Mob will come down, the Smolder wave clear works a little bit, but it will not stop Ziggs. They take out the inner, does T1. Now Homalife Esports threatening from top river.
Feel concerned.
You're not getting Drakes that are that relevant. As you saw T1 when Zeus was, it's starting to feel like the main angle for T1, unless it's a great Baron setup, is just getting an engage onto Zeka as they try to get the Doran.
Yeah, I mean, at least Faker's going to do the damage, but actually it's Keria in a bit of rough spot. He's going to have to flash away, and Doran holds on to his flash, so all things considered.
Zeus damage as well.
Yeah, well, if they get everybody up there as, yeah, no hook shot just yet, and there's Zeka over the wall, and now the Magnet Storm, but the hook shot buffered to try to get away, and an ult as well, as we got a little skirmish on the right side coming in. Faker trying to flash on in, but it will be disengaged. Zeus has to back away. Here comes Owner.
There's a wave. Zeus can flank with a TP once he recalls.
They're playing it slow.
They definitely are. Homalife Esports are backed up against the wall. We'll see if T1 can zone them and do some
STP.
No
effective
Zeka
damage.
ult. No Delight ult.
Yeah, that's a lot gone. And Homalife Esports, again, they have nowhere to go as Doran trying to throw himself in there. But now Delight's got a front line, and he's not very tanky. Homalife Esports are just running the opposite way as he has to flash a spear. T1's still on the chase, but they're not quite fast enough. I mean, Homalife Esports are just running away from them really fast. And T1 are not going to find the engage.
TPs are available as well, although Delight isn't there just yet. Zeka doesn't have his ultimate. Maybe this is the window.
It's 27 minutes in. That's a bit of damage from Bomb, but yeah, Peanut is in the pit. They have not found a way to zone him away, and now we have the TP coming on in. The all-out onto Keria, and Peanut will not be denied access as it is just a flip. It goes to Owner, but the health bars are so low on the side of T1. Owner is just running away. Faker's running away. Zeus is isolated. Keria can't quite walk his way out of this one. The Baron does go the way of T1, and actually it's only just the one kill on Zeus for now.
It's a heist. They got the Baron.
They did. It looks like Keria might eventually go down.
He will go down for sure. And this buys time for HLE. You know, if they chase down the Alistair or just stall them out, I guess they gave up because you can recall.
Wow, Doran might just die here. Okay.
The Koenig.
He is Cassante. He's Cassante.
Okay, but the recall from Keria taking the Dragon, this is going to slow down the Baron of T1, but they still have the buff. That's the main thing with the Tristana Ziggs. They really need to get mileage out of it. It's not enough just to get a couple of towers. The base needs to be broken. You need an inhib tower at least. HLE bringing all 5 members in to try and defend here.
Want to highlight as well, Zeka going for IE, not the Jack shows that we so often see, but going full damage, identifying that he does indeed need to put out some numbers as the siege for T1 gonna be big. They need to accelerate that gold lead here.
Yeah, I mean, Homalife Esports are really throwing the kitchen sink into these waves. I mean, even Mom going to be called down once again, and T1 are not going to overstay and try to take out this turret, but, you know, they get the Baron. They have a tiny Red Bull Baron power play, but they really want to get more on the map. Really doing much at the end of the day. It is about 1,200 gold in the power play. And now they're looking for Owner. Oh, he is caught out, and there's nowhere for him to go. They get Keria as well in the Magnet Storm. This is just kind of hanging out at the end of the Baron push, and that will be a double kill now for Viper.
Great now. I mean, look at the map state. It hasn't changed, but now HLE might get this T1 tower, so the outcome of the Baron is just positive for HLE.
Want to highlight as well, not
incredibly strong at this point with the rapid fire as well. You know, he's just able, if he lands one big Q on the right target, the impact is done. You know, gets the ult as well. He doesn't have to get up close and personal, but 348 stacks. This is a major issue for T1.
Yeah, and you know, you're talking about the stuff that Viper has used. I feel like we haven't really seen a coordinated fight from T1 where they really target in onto the Smolder. And here comes Smolder. Viper just flapping over the wall, and there's that poke damage coming in. Locket gonna help against that, but now Peanut's in a bit of trouble. He's got to flash away. TP gonna be forced from both of them. Zeka gonna hold on to his though, and he will not be TPing into this fight. As I say that, he TPs into the fight. As now, trying to get on top of a Camille, that's not gonna work out. Zeka not gonna hit any engage, but actually Doran is gonna hold out Guma, but Keria is gonna get the peel on that backline. Doran in a bit of trouble, but so is Keria. Who will go down first? The answer is the cow, as Keria does go down. Zeka going forward, Zeus desperately trying to find the angle. Very low health bars, as in goes Zeus, but there's no follow-up as some bombs are thrown in, but Zeka, finally, the reset for Faker, he's gonna get in, he's gonna get out, and it's just gonna be Doran super low on HP once again, eats a spear, and Zeus looking for more as the Mega Bomb comes in. They're gonna take down the Rel, and Humalife Esports are left just running away from the fight.
These fights are insane! T1, they're gonna keep going! Can they go for the push? Soul is on the table.
It felt like the Smolder was becoming unstoppable. They find a winner, but now TP coming in. They will be challenged. Faker, I'm not sure you can stay in the pit against Viper.
I mean, at the end of the day, Faker doesn't die, and it's just one Ocean Soul. T1 are taking the Baron right now. I mean, and they don't really care about this Ocean. Yeah, they denied the Ocean Soul, but T1 getting the Baron at this point in the game, and they have a lead. I think we might begin to see some of those fights that actually look like they've got the whole team on the same page as we have a pause.
Zeus is deciding to go back in after what has been, I think, a very lackluster game.
So
caught out repeatedly.
This is yes, the legendary toilet issue. It has returned. Keria says, okay, I'm very nervous. It's getting to me. I need to run to the toilet. So we'll take a little short
So high
break.
for this player, but so far in this series,
He's back.
Really good. And Keria, good job.
Great work. Yeah, I think he's giving a little you know, round of applause to production for letting him go.
And Viper Zhonya's, they still have to break through those for T1 to win out these fights.
I just want to highlight as well, T1 have been sitting on a gold lead, I think, for basically the entirety of this game. They're down 5 kills. Like,
Yep.
there's not been a lot of bloodshed on their end.
Well, they got some extra plates, and they've gotten some other objectives as Doran is extremely tanky, but Owner's in a lot of trouble. He wills Zonya's in. Mom doesn't do much, but Owner's still going to be caught by the Yone. Viper in a kind of an awkward spot, but he's able to flap away, and he gets some peeling. And now Zeus is really just in a rough spot here as well. Zeka does have his GA, but down goes Zeus. And Humalife Esports, they find the fight. They're looking for more. Trying to find Guma, trying to find Faker and Keria. The two carries here on the side of T1. They go in onto Keria. Look at the damage from Faker. It is huge as there's a couple of kills already for the Tristana. Faker just standing and firing and taking everyone out. He gets a triple. It's the kill of the Seeds. But it is a massive fight to the side of T1 as they overstep and Faker picks up a quadra.
Faker, the player who has struggled throughout this season, comes up huge. The movement's perfect. He gets the damage off and he turns round the fight. They're going to look for the end.
Owners just bait, baby! They don't need the Nidalee, ends up going down. But as we can see, as much damage as Zeka and Viper can do, that doesn't matter if you can't get on top of this 6 and can't get on top of this Tristana.
And it's over. There's nothing they can do. The Nexus, you see that delight is just desperation. But this late in the game, you give up a fight like that, T1 will run away with the game. And we've got a series on our hands already. 1-1, T1 will tie it up.
Absolutely insane. As it turns out, you can have less kills than your opponent and still win a game of League of Legends.
Kills don't really matter that much at the end of the day. Zeka was so fed and didn't matter.
Nexus is taken, you know, 1-0. And yeah, I mean, Viper was a monster there, but this is kind of the